What's up, everybody? It's me, San Martin, and guess what? I am doing it again. And when you guys watch this, I want you to pay attention because this guy right here, you're going to definitely need to know more about him and what he does. The reason why? Well, you're going to have to wait and find out. Well, check this out. All right, just like all the time, I like to go out there and I like to experience people and their businesses and what they do for a living. And the reason why is because if I don't do it, who else would? And that's why we call it Martin on the Scene. Well, San Martin on the Scene. Without further ado, tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous.
Well, I'm Kellen Jared. I own BoxDrop Prescott. I sell mattresses and furniture for 50 to 80% off of retail value. And we just kind of run a different business model around here so we can pass the savings on to our community that wants to get into something comfortable without having to refinance their homes.
You know what? And the best part about it is like you guys, when I said it in the beginning, like you need people like him. And it's a very big truth. So ultimately we were having a little conversation prior to this, and you said something like, you know, your pops was in this business, your family's in this business. Tell a little bit about you and what you and how did you get into this position in life?
Well, I was an electrician down in Phoenix for about 15 years. And my dad ran a mattress and furniture store out in the West Valley. He came up here with a small location, hoping to kind of retire up this way. And these mattresses just fly out of here so fast that I had to drop my tools down and come give him a hand. And, you know, I fell in love with this town and being up here in the north that I decided to buy a house. And this is what I do full time now. It's been going well.
Man, that's so crazy. I mean, you know, when you kind of like get into like the family business, it's something that has been established. How long was your pops doing it again?
Like 18 years.
Jeez, man. And you kind of like just adopted it and just put it into your lap, and then it's just like, here you are. So when I actually met up with you, you know, I saw all of your ads and it was just like, it was popping up everywhere. It was like, it was calling me, you need a bed from the BoxDrop. And I was like thinking to myself, I was like, really, what do I need? And when I went to your business, I was just like, you had all this stuff that, you know, anybody needed. You got the big bag, small bed, stuff like that. But the best thing about it was like, you know what, the atmosphere, the way that you kind of presented yourself and was like open. So when you started this business, what was your main like hopes to help out with the community? Knowing that this is probably where I'm getting at it. You actually sell your beds like 50 to 60% off, 80% off or something like that.
Yeah.
Tell a bit about how you could get those deals.
So the way that we're able to keep our prices so low is that I'm a one-man operation. Well, my wife and my son, they help me out, but for the most part, I unload the trucks, I sell the mattresses, I deliver the mattresses. I keep my overhead as low as possible. I've got that space out there by the airport, so I don't have to pay an arm and a leg for some fancy store location, but I do have a bed laid down of every style for people to try out, from the low end to the high end and everything in between. And that's how we're able to do it. Is just I work off of a small margin a bunch of times over. I'd much rather have people getting some quality mattress, something that they can sleep on, because everybody needs to sleep. Everybody needs a bed. You don't need to sacrifice something that you spend a huge chunk of your life doing, get into something that you enjoy being in.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, ultimately, when you actually think about the cost of beds, you know, me going in there thinking that I was going to be paying an arm and a leg for one, it was very comfortable. And at the same time, it was like, these are the things that kind of like, you know, the community probably needs more than anybody else. What makes you stand out a little bit more than the average furniture or bed place?
Well, I meet people on weekdays. I meet them by appointment only. So it's a one-on-one thing. I meet you up there. I give you as much time as you need to lay on them, try them out. I don't pressure sale you. It doesn't matter to me what bed you get. What matters to me is that you're happy that you got it from me and you supported a local business and you saved a ton of money while you were doing it. So it's a win all the way across the board for everybody. And there's just a no pressure. You know, it's nothing like being haggled and sweated for what kind of mattress. Hey, buy this most expensive one. And, you know, it's a lot to take in. I keep my options much shorter and, you know, let people pick what they like. And I try to sell what I have on hand.
So, the end of year is coming up. Are you going to have any bigger deals? I mean, it seems like you're kind of like deals all year long. I mean, is there anything else that you could possibly do?
Well, that's basically my business model, is that nonstop sale. It's always a sale because I'm always keeping my price as low as I can keep it. And that's what allows me to thrive and allows these mattresses to fly out the door so quickly, because, you know, getting into a great bed, you know, only spending a couple $100 versus $1,500 makes you feel good, especially around these time of years when you got to drop a lot of money for presents and, you know, who knows what else is coming up.
Well, you were also saying that, you know, everybody's starting to say, you know, because families starting to come in, you know, they got to get their extra beds for, you know, the family so they could go ahead and, you know, crash at the house and stuff. So it's kind of like the perfect time to go ahead and do something like that. And not to mention, I mean, the prices are just freaking out of control. You know, another thing that was kind of like a little bit of a highlight is that when you were able to go ahead and supply also the sheets and the bedding and the pillows. I mean, tell a little bit about some of the accessories that you offer as well.
So yeah, we keep not only the mattresses, box springs, bed frames, but I also do pillows, pillow covers, sheets, mattress protectors. I even have some weighted blankets, you know, really anything that you need, you know, for getting comfortable and staying comfortable and not having to go and shop all over town. Or
I had this weird feeling right now when you said weighted blankets. I'm like, I don't know if I've tried it one before, and I'm just like, why does anybody want this? But man, people really do enjoy those things.
Well, the big thing for them is that they're very helpful for kids with autism. And when you're on the spectrum like that, the weighted blanket gives them this sense of security and allows them to feel, you know, like it's almost like getting a hug. Like you kind of feel that.
Oh, that's so weird.
And that's been the main reason why I brought them in. I have some very personal relationships dealing with autism, and, you know, they're great people, and, you know, they deserve to be as comfortable as the rest of us. And if I can do anything to help provide that, then
I think, you know, they're actually most of them are kind of like really like the most bright, gifted people. I don't know why, absolutely. But I feel like that autism is like a gift of some sort, and I don't even know exactly what it all really entails, but some of the most smartest people have autism, which is
well, it's a broad spectrum.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but needless to say, it's amazing to have you in the community. How long have you been in Prescott community?
I've been living up here for about 4 years now. BoxDrop Prescott's been here for about 5.5. So it's been mine for the last 4, and I'm planning on keeping it that way for, you know.
So if you guys haven't acknowledged that, right here on the bottom, it's been scrolling how to find out where to go ahead and look them up and get, you know, this information. And you said it's by appointment only, which means that you could actually have like a time to, you know, share with that customer and be a part of that, which Prescott really like needs that. I mean, there's no way that anybody says, I want to be pressured into buying something today.
Right.
Nobody ever says that, man.
Not once.
And so to be able to have that is a big deal, because I remember working with somebody, and then that it was just like, it was like a too salesy type of feeling.
Right.
And I didn't quite like, you know, I don't really like that. It's like a turnoff.
Nobody does. Even
though you need it, you're just like, I'll wait. Right. I'll wait because I don't want to give you the sale. Right. This is awful. So that actually makes a lot of sense to go ahead and have that ability to go ahead and just work with individuals on their own. And Prescott, I think, once again, likes that personality or personal feel. And I think that's the reason why I actually do this. And so you guys get to know the owners. You guys could go ahead and say, oh, I seen him there. I want to utilize him. I want to be a part of it. And that's the reason why you guys are very special out there for me, is because everybody that we bring on, you guys actually utilize their services. So keep on doing what you guys do out there. Support local. Allow local to go ahead and be the prominent salesperson or the prominent business that you would like to use. Because the economy is actually you know, something that we thrive off of. And without us, the small businesses, we, you know, a lot of things can't really happen in our communities. So make sure you support local. It's the end of the year, and it's kind of like, you know, the support local, like logos start going everywhere. We'll do it all year long. That's the best part about it.
Absolutely.
So once again, tell everybody how to get a hold of you and where to find you.
All right. So guys, I'm all over Facebook. You can catch me on Google. Look at BoxDrop Prescott. You can call me at 928-642-2905. I'm appointment only on weekdays. I do have open hours on Saturday from 11 to 3, Sunday from noon to 2. Any day, give me a call. You can save a bunch of money and get something super comfortable.
We got to do this because this is what Prescott people do. BoxDrop Prescott.
BoxDrop Prescott.
Sorry, man.
You
I
know,
know everybody out there will be like, oh, he said Prescott. We know he ain't from here. Would that be
Prescott, thanks for correcting me.
It's not me, man. Those guys out there do it. Okay, so I'm just going to go squirrel right now. Full squirrel. So I was sitting there, I was talking to the mayor of Prescott. And he goes, I did a little study on, the whole reason why Prescott is called Prescott, not Prescott. And before everything was all said and done, Mr. Prescott was actually Prescott, but they wanted to make sure that they were different from where they left. And so therefore they said, well, we'll call it Prescott. So whatever, it is correct no matter how you think of it. But at the same time, it actually differentiates who's here and who's not. So that's kind of the weird thing, man. But needless to say, you're still right. I just everybody in the Prescott likes to harass. Yeah. I remember I used to just say Prescott just because I was like, man, I'm born here. I could do whatever I want.
That's true.
I still say whatever. Anyways, with that being said, I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I thank you for doing all you do. And I bet you anything that we're going to have a great rest tonight because I got a bed from BoxDrop as well.
Absolutely.
So if you guys shop local, make sure you tell everybody about it. With that, I'm out of here. I got things to do. You got things to do. You guys got things to do. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye.